In the past, one of the most sought-after tickets in the entertainment world was an invitation to a party that Sean Diddy Combs was throwing. The rapper, who was born in Harlem, has always denied any misconduct, whether it is in connection with the criminal or civil accusations. Mr. Combs remains strong, healthy, and disciplined, fully committed to his defense with the unwavering support of his family, legal team, and the truth. A representative informed BBC News for this report in response to the accusations made against Diddy. Number 3. The party leader aspired to become a monarch. In 1993, Mr. Combs established Bad Boy Records, a company that signed some of the top hip-hop singers, such as Usher and Notorious B.I.G. He founded the Sean John clothing brand in 1998, which went on to become a cultural icon. He then ventured into the worlds of perfumes, booze, and even television, hosting a number of reality programs where he would find up-and-coming talent and turn individuals into celebrities. According to Mr. Shooter, Mr. Combs sought to change his image and further his career when he initially entered the rapper's world. He also hoped to utilize his parties to maintain his position at the forefront of the entertainment business. He was discovering that becoming New York's party king would garner the most attention. Mr. Shooter said that the celebrity liked to have his picture taken and sought to flaunt his lifestyle, claiming that Mr. Combs was power-hungry and desperately wanted to stay famous. Mr. Shooter was responsible for keeping Diddy at the top. He said that being a member of his group was similar to being in a circus, with the rapper serving as the ringmaster. "I never saw any sexual misconduct," he added. "I've seen the imbalance of power," he said. "I haven't witnessed the current allegations, which are truly appalling." According to him, Mr. Combs was also deeply enamored with the British royal family. Mr. Shooter recalls receiving over 10 requests to call Prince Harry and Prince William, offering to cover their transportation, accommodation, and even security costs. Number 2. Lawsuits claim that white parties had a sinister side. What is known about the dark side of the white parties in the Los Angeles region, and which ones are mentioned? The rapper resided in the Los Angeles region on what is now referred to as the priciest street in Beverly Hills. Celebrities may hide from onlookers thanks to the tall gates. A few houses down is the Playboy home of Hugh Hefner. Day and night, brilliant torches flare at the tall gates of Mr. Combs' estate. Neighbors informed the BBC that they often called the police during his celebrations. Documents obtained by the BBC via a Freedom of Information request show that officers attended parties at the P Diddy home 14 times over a 7-year period. On a street that places a high value on privacy and discretion, neighbors privately shared their observations and expressed their frustration and distress to the BBC. According to one neighbor, it was just parties for 6 or 7 years. She also said that she saw women coming out and sitting down on the street. They didn't know where they were at all hours. They seemed lost, and their underwear was showing, according to her. From 1998 until 2009, Mr. Combs hosted his flagship annual white party at a number of locations, including his residence in Beverly Hills. He brought together the hip-hop upstarts and the old money elite of East Hampton by enforcing an all-white dress code at the start of the events in the exclusive Hamptons neighborhood of New York. Mr. Combs previously said that the gatherings were a means of removing boundaries between generations and races. However, a new lawsuit claims that the year's most popular party was a facade that permitted sinister behavior. In a complaint this week, a 16-year-old male recounted the excitement of being able to go to Mr. Combs's inaugural white party in 1998. As he entered the Hamptons estate, he spotted entertainment executives and celebrities everywhere. He claimed in the complaint that he thought the party may lead to a career in music. He claimed to have run across the rapper while heading to the restroom. After striking up a conversation, they went to a more secluded location. According to the complaint, Mr. Combs said that the teenager had the ideal look and that he could make anybody famous. Then everything changed. According to the complaint, Mr. Combs abruptly instructed the then teenage child to undress so he could touch and examine him. Mr. Combs said it was the route to becoming a star and a rite of passage, according to the complaint. Additionally, it states that he asked the teenager, "Don't you want to break into the business?" and said that it was a means for him to establish his worth. Number 1. Courage spreads easily. Why are the freak-off parties important in the accusation against Sean Diddy Combs, and who are they? Federal investigators seem to be focusing on so-called freak-off events at hotel rooms, even though many complaints describe alleged sexual assaults at parties hosted at Mr. Combs's hotels. In a 14-page indictment last month, the Department of Justice accused him of sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to participate in prostitution. Prosecutors have charged Mr. Combs with filming sex activities at freak-offs, which federal officials define as multi-day sex parties. According to the accusation, in order to record the orgies, Mr. Combs and his friends reserved hotel rooms and furnished them with ketamine, lubricant, additional bedding, and lights. According to court records, Mr. Combs reportedly hit, kicked, and threw objects at victims during the freak-offs, causing injuries that sometimes took weeks to heal. Prosecutors claim that individuals implicated would then get intravenous fluids to help them recuperate. Ms. Ventura's complaint, which was filed in November 2023, over a year before he was indicted in New York, has explicit information on these so-called freak-off parties. According to the complaint, Mr. Combs would arrange these gatherings every week in hotels in New York and Los Angeles, bringing in prostitutes, providing substances including ecstasy, cocaine, and ketamine, and pressuring the singer to engage in sexual activities. The controversy surrounding Mr. Combs's career and his arrest has given campaigners and survivors of sexual assault optimism that his case would lead to significant change in the music business. Gloria Allred, a well-known attorney for women's rights who has represented many women throughout the Me Too movement, thinks that the music business is now seeing a reckoning. She claimed that courage is infectious. Additionally, attorneys and prosecutors representing the growing number of Mr. Combs's accusers have made references to other individuals. The Southern District of New York's U.S. Attorney, Damian Williams, said that Combs did not do this alone. He got what he wanted by using his company, its employees, and other close associates. Authorities said the situation is still under investigation. Mr. Combs repeatedly raised his palms to his heart in a prayer sign and mouthed the words, "I love you" to his family as he exited his most recent court appearance wearing a beige prison jumpsuit. Fans gathered on their tiptoes at the courthouse doors as the session came to a close in the hopes of seeing the rapper and showing their support. For his former assistant, there is a tinge of irony in the current media frenzy surrounding the artist. According to Mr. Shooter, he wanted to become the most famous person in the world, and ironically, he is now. Helps us reach more people. Smash that like button, share the video, and subscribe for awesome content.